Hi dear students, I am Srinivasa from Sri Sai Sadbhavana School. Okay, now in science subject we have already completed the 4 lessons. We have already completed the 4 lessons. Now we are starting the 5th lesson, the skeletal system. What is the skeletal system? That means our skeleton. Our skeleton from the head to the toe, last toe. So our body is made up of so many bones. Our body is made up of so many bones in contact one to the other. They have links. They have the links between one another. Okay, how they have linked, how many bones are there, we will study in this. They have different names. They have given the different names for each bone. So which are there, what are the names, we will study in this lesson, the skeletal system. Okay, it is very important because it gives the structure to our body, that is posture, how we have to stand, how we have to walk, everything is done by this skeletal system. Very important. So we will discuss about the skeletal system in this chapter. They have given 4 important terms: bone marrow, pelvic girdle, pectoral girdle, and unique. Okay, when these words comes in the lesson, I will explain. Soft fatty substance found inside long bones and anatomical structure found in human beings, the set of bones which connects the upper limb to the axial skeleton on each side, being the only one of its kind, unique. Okay, they have given the meanings. Now we will move to our skeleton lesson, our skeleton, page number 38. Okay, I will read the lesson. Our skeleton. Altogether, 206 bones inside our body connect with each other to form a framework called skeleton. The organization of all bones of skeleton is known as skeletal system. The functions of the skeletal system are as follows. Muscles are attached to the bones. Muscles and bones work together to move the parts of the body. It provides support and the basic shape of the body. Without a skeleton, the body would be a shapeless heap of tissues. Bones contain minerals like calcium and phosphorus that make the bones strong. Bones contain bone marrow, a fatty substance which forms blood. It protects the soft organs of the body. The skull protects the brain. The ribs protect the heart and lungs. This is about the skeleton, our skeleton. Altogether, 206 bones inside our body. How many bones are there? 206 bones inside our body. Okay. And connect with each other to form a framework called skeleton. What we call it as skeleton. Okay, the total framework, it is called it as skeleton. Okay, the skeleton is totally made up of 206 bones which are joined together or locked together. Okay, this is the skeleton. From how many bones? It is made up of 206 bones. The organization of all bones of skeleton is known as skeletal system. That means total body structure is called as skeletal system. The functions of skeletal systems are as follows. What are the functions? Muscles are attached to the bones. See here, when you touch, you find a hard substance. You find a hard substance, that is the bone. So these are all the bones. This skull, okay, everywhere in the bones, here ribs, okay, everywhere, the legs, hands, okay, the fingers. Here each one has got a limb, that is called skeleton, or the what we call it as bone. What we call it as bone. Okay. Muscles and bones work together to move the parts of the body. To move the parts of the body, what we will do, what the bones will do, they move along with the muscles. They move along with the muscles. Then only we will get the strong, perfect structure or perfect posture. Okay. Muscles are attached to the bones. Muscles and bones work together to move the parts of the body. To move from one place to another, we will, along with the muscles, the skeleton also move. That means the bones also move. To sit or do anything, the bones are very, very important. Without bones, what will happen? Just will, in these lines only we will see. It provides support and the basic shape to the body. It provides support. What it will do? Support and basic shape. Basic shape. If there are no support, for example, take a shirt. If you put it in a hanger, what will it will looks like the same shirt, everything. Okay, the hands will perfect and everything. Without hanger, if you put it into a nail or anything, it will like this. The same way, to give the perfect shape to our body. To give the perfect shape to our body, this skeleton is very, very important. Otherwise, our muscles will not attach to each other. They will very loosely. Okay, there is no movement for like this or like this or like this or anything. Okay, because only one muscle means it will only do like this or like this only. If joints are not there, we can't move freely. Okay, without the joints, we can't move freely. So the skeleton helps to move the all the muscles and everything. Okay, it provides support and the basic shape to the body. Without a skeleton, the body would be a shapeless heap of tissues. That means no shape. Shapeless heap. It means what we call it as a rashi, muscles. Okay, this is called as heap. Heapless. That means shapeless body. Okay, heap means the for example rice and they are put together. Rice, ragi, that is called as heap. Okay, that is called as heap. Shapeless heap of tissues. Bones contain minerals like, what is the bones made up of? Calcium and phosphorus. They are made up of calcium and phosphorus. They are made up of calcium and phosphorus. Okay, that makes the bone strong. For that reason only, we have to eat the calcium rich food. The food which contains calcium more. That is in the eggs as well as in the milk. Milk contains more calcium. For that reason only, when you are a child, they are giving more milk for you to get your bones strong, to make your bones strong. Okay, and they are giving the Horlicks and Bonvita. In that also they are supplying with the calcium and all the vegetables. In the vegetables also the calcium is present. So for that reason only, not only the vegetables, fruits. Fruits also contain this calcium. So we have to eat the fruits also to make our bones strong. Bones contain bone marrow, a fatty substance which forms blood. See here the first word, bone marrow, soft fatty substance found inside long bones. For example, from here to here, long bones are there. Okay, inside the bones, some material is present. Some material structure is present that is called as bone marrow. Bone marrow. If you are a non-vegetarian, you will feel this one. Okay, while eating the bones, you are getting this bone marrow. Okay, vegetarians, please don't make mistake me. Okay, for the people who eating the flesh or non-vegetarian people only will know this. Okay, so they feel this one. For that one reason only I am telling. Okay, for the example, they are telling inside the bone there are bone marrow. Bone marrow is present. What is the use of that one? It forms the blood. It creates the blood. That means it forms the blood. Production of blood takes place by this marrow. Okay, it protects the soft organs of the body. That means brain. Brain is protected by the skull. Brain is protected by the skull. The ribs here, the bones which are here, they protect our heart as well as the lungs. Heart as well as the lungs. Okay. It protects the soft organs of the body. The skull protects the brain. The ribs protect the heart and lungs. Okay, this is about the skeleton, our skeleton, how it is made up of 206 bones, how it works, okay, without the skeleton, how our body looks, everything I have explained. So this is very, very important, the skeletal system to our body. Let's come to the parts of the skeleton. Parts of the skeleton, I will read the spine. The spine lets our body twist and bend. It holds our body upright. It also protects the spinal cord. The spine is made of 26 bones. These bones are called vertebrae and each one is shaped like a ring. The first 7 vertebrae at the top are called the cervical vertebrae. These 7 vertebrae support the head and neck. A tissue called cartilage is present. Cartilage is present between most of the vertebrae. It cushions the bones and acts as a shock absorber. Here they have given the human skull, that is skeleton, how our body has the skeletal system. The same way we have the skeletal system. Okay. Next, here the vertebral column they have given the figure. First we will read about the spine. The spine. The spine lets our body twist and bend. What is it to do? It will twist as well as bend. Twist means like this. Okay, we will twist like this and as well as bend like this. Okay, it will make our body twist as well as bend. Okay, it holds our body upright. What it will do? It holds our body. Here it is. In the back side, it holds our body upright. That means straight. It holds our body straight. Okay. It also protects the spinal cord. Here it is the spinal cord. It also protects our spinal cord. The spine is made up of 26 bones. How many bones? 26 bones. Out of 206, 26 bones are present in spine. In the spine. Okay. These bones are called vertebrae. What is the name of these bones? Vertebrae. We call them as vertebrae. Okay. And each one is shaped like a ring. How it is shaped? Shaped like a ring. Shaped like a ring. That means one by other like this. Okay. Next, the first 7 vertebrae at the top are called cervical vertebrae. At the top. That means from the top, from the here. We call them as the cervical vertebrae. These 7 vertebrae support the head and the neck. What it will do? Support the head and the neck. They are joining here. Okay. They are joining here from the head to the neck. Okay. These 7 vertebrae support the head and neck. A tissue called cartilage is present between most of the vertebrae. That means between these two. Between these two. That means if the bones are joined together, here some material is present. Okay, that is called cartilage. It present between the most of the vertebrae. It cushions the bones because if the bones are rubbing, what will happen? They will rusted or they will spoil. Okay, to avoid that, it acts like the cushion. It acts like the cushion or acts as a shock absorber. While you are moving the vehicle, what will happen? If the Gaudi jumps, we can't feel it because the wheels have shock absorbers like the rings. Okay, aerobatic comes like this. This spring avoids the jumping and everything. Okay, like the same way, this cartilage avoids the jumping, and if you jump from some place also, it will act like the cushion. It will act like the cushion. Okay, so it gives shape as well as it acts like a shock absorber. Once again I will read. The spine lets our body twist and bend. It holds our body upright. It also protects the spinal cord. The spine is made up of 26 bones. These bones are called vertebrae and each one is shaped like a ring. That means the ring-like structure. The first 7 vertebrae at the top here, this top are called as cervical vertebrae. These 7 vertebrae support the head and the neck. Head and the neck. These a tissue called cartilage is present between most of the vertebrae. It cushions the bones and acts as a shock absorber. Okay, shock absorber. I have given the example in the vehicle how the shock absorber works. Okay, next we will move to the skull. The skull. Next, the skull. 8 flat bones form the skull. Some of these bones protect our brain. Our face gets a shape because of skull. It also protects the organs of sight, hearing, smell and taste. The lower jaw bone is the only bone in the skull that can move. It opens and closes to let you talk and chew food. Special joints called sutures connect the bones. Okay, here they have given the skull. 8 flat bones. How many bones are there? 8. 8 flat bones form the skull. Some of these bones protect our brain. That means here this total body, this is the skull. What we are up to here, this is called as the skull. This jaw, this head, everything. What we are finding here, hard structure, that is full, it is called as the skull. That is full, it is called as the skull. Okay, it protects our brain. You know very well, brain is inside the skull. Brain is inside the skull. Our face gets shape because of the skull. Because of this skull only, our shape gets the, our face get the shape. Otherwise, we can't, like this hard structure. We can't feel this type of hard structure. Okay. And it also protects the organs of sight. The eyes are present here, so it also protects the nose, the ears. Okay, sight, breathing as well as the hearing. Okay, smell and taste also, and tongue. See, 4 sense organs are present in the skull only: eyes, nose, ears, and tongue. Okay, it protects the 4 sense organs. Okay, the lower jaw bone is the only bone in the skull that can move. That means nothing can be movable here, only the lower jaw. This is called as lower jaw. It can be movable. See, not the upper jaw, only the lower jaw can be movable. Okay, here it opens and closes to let you talk and chew food. When we open, while at the time of speaking or talking, and at the time of eating the food. At the time of eating the food, special joints called sutures connect the bones. One by one, it is connected by sutures. S-U-T-U-R-E-S. Okay, this is about the skull. The skull, once again I will read. 8 flat bones form the skull. Some of these bones protect our brain. That means some here. Okay, they protect. Our face gets a shape because of this skull only. Okay, it also protects the organs of sight, okay, hearing, smell, as well as the taste. That is the tongue. The lower jaw bone is the only bone in the skull that can move. That means we can move the lower jaw only. It opens and closes to let you talk and chew food. Special joints called sutures connect the bones. That means they are connected by the sutures. Okay. Next come to the ribs. Next come to the ribs. Ribs act like a cage of bones around our chest. It protects the heart, lungs and liver. Most people have 12 pairs of ribs. The left and the right side of each pair are exactly the same. Note that these 12 pairs of ribs attach in the back to the spine. The sternum consists of 10 pairs which are connected to the breastbone. The last 2 pairs are attached to the spine at the back. Here they are given about the ribs. That means what we are feeling here. Okay, which protects our lungs as well as the heart. Which protects our lungs as well as the heart. The ribs act like a cage of bones. So what we call it as cage of bones. You know very well, cage means which protects the parrot. We are keeping the parrot now, and we are keeping the tiger and everything in the cage. So that is called the cage. It protects our body. That means heart and lungs, because they are very, very important organs in our body. So it acts like the cage for them. Okay. It protects the heart and lungs and as well as the liver. Three are protected by these ribs. Most people have 12 pairs of ribs. How many pairs? 12 pairs. That means 24 bones. Okay. The left and right side, each pair are exactly the same. That means what we have in the left side, the same. Here, see, in the center, we have some connection. Okay. Note that 12 pairs of ribs attack in the back to the spine. That means from here they have attacked to the spine. They have attached to the spine. Okay. The sternum. The sternum consists of 10 pairs which are connected to the breastbone. The last 2 pairs are attached to the spine at the back. Here in the last 2 are attached to the back, spine at the back. That means here 10 pairs are connected to the breastbone. That means here in the center. Okay. 2 are connected to the head, spine at the back. Here they have connected here the 2 bones. Here the 2 bones. If you feel like this, you will feel. If you touch like this, you will feel the bones here. Okay. That is called as rib cage. The ribs. Next come to the limbs. The arms are called forelimbs. Each forelimbs has 3 bones. The upper arm above elbow has 1 bone called humerus. The lower arm below the elbow has 2 bones called radius and ulna. The wrist, the hands and fingers are made up of many small bones. The hind limbs are, the legs also have 3 bones each. Femur is the thick bone, the longest bone in the body. The lower leg below the knee has 2 bones called tibia and fibula. Okay, this is about the limbs. Okay, what we are called them as limbs. What we are in the legs as well as in the hands. Okay, the bones which are present in the hands as well as in the legs are called as limbs. The arms are called forelimbs. These arms are called forelimbs because before the civilization starts, the men are walking on the 4 legs, like as the same animal. These 2 legs are converted into hands. Okay. Each forelimb has 3 bones here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You don't have doubt. Okay. Next. The upper arm above elbow has 1 bone called humerus. The upper arm above the elbow here, this is called as humerus. The lower arm below the elbow is called 2 bones called radius and ulna. Here you touch, here it is 2 bones. Here it is 2 bones made up. This structure is made up of 2 bones. Okay. The wrist, the hands and the fingers are made up of many small bones. This one. Okay, this is made up of many small bones. Here, this one bone, this one, like this. So many bones are, this hand is made. Okay, by the so many bones, this hand is made. The hind limbs or the legs also have 3 bones each. Here also 1, 2, and last the foot. These are 3 bones. Okay, femur is the thigh bone, the longest bone in the body. Femur. Okay, this is the longest bone in the body. The lower leg below the knee has 2 bones called tibia and fibula. The lower leg here also. This is also made up of 2 bones. Okay, that is called tibia and fibula. Next come to the girdles. The girdles are attached to the forelimbs and the hind limbs. Pectoral girdle is attached to forelimbs or arms. Okay, each pectoral girdle consists of a shoulder blade and a collar bone. The hind limbs are attached to the pelvic girdles. The kidney and urinary bladder are protected by the pelvic girdle. Here what we are feeling. This is the girdles. The girdles are attached to the forelimbs and the hind limbs. Forelimbs as well as the hind limbs. Pectoral girdle is attached to the forelimbs or arms. Here it will attach. Each pectoral girdle consists of a shoulder blade and collar bone. This consists of shoulder blade and collar bone. In the higher classes, you will study about in detail. Okay, now you just understand. The hind limbs are attached to the pelvic girdles. Here the hind limbs, That means legs are attached to the pelvic girdle. The kidney, the urinary bladder are protected by the pelvic girdle. Here only the kidneys are there. Okay, kidney and the urinary bladder. That means where the urine is collected. Where the urine is collected, it is called as urinary bladder. When the urine is filtered by the kidneys, it has to be stored. Otherwise, every time it is moving, okay, it is stored in a gland-like structure, okay, that is called as urinary bladder. When it fills, you feel that you want to go for urinate, okay, urinal, okay, so that is called as urinary bladder, okay. So next we will move to the joints and ligaments. Joints and ligaments. The study of bones is known as osteology. The study of bones in the medicine. When you go for studying the medicine, that is MBBS, the study of bones is separate. That is called as osteology. Okay. Joints and ligaments. The place where two bones meet is called joint. That means this is a joint. For example, one bone joins the other. This is joint. This is also one joint. Okay. This knee is also a joint. Okay. This skull here, it is a joint. Everywhere, where? See here, this is also one joint. This is one joint. This is one joint. That means where the two bones meet. Where the two bones meet is called joint. Bones are held together in a joint by a strong band of tissue called ligament. What we call it as ligament. Okay. Our body possesses two types of joint, movable joint and fixed joint. Here also there are two types of joints. One is movable, another one is fixed. Another one is fixed. Bones are allowed to movement through joints are called movable joints, hinge joint, gliding joint, ball and socket joint, and pivot joints are the four types of movable joints. Here in the movable joints also they have given four types. Okay. I will read this one and once again I will explain. The place where two bones meet is called joint. Bones are held together in a joint by strong band of tissues called ligament. Our body possesses two types of joint, movable joint and fixed joint. Bones are allowed movement through joints called movable joints, hinge joint, gliding joint, ball and socket joint, and pivot joint are the four types of movable joints. That means where the two bones meet, they have to join together because our structure is a fixed structure. That means it is made up of joints. 206 bones are joined together. How many bones? 206 bones are joined together. So that joint is called as ligament. Here it is made, the two bones are joined by a strong tissue, that is a band of tissue called ligament. Okay, I will explain once again. If the two bones are joined here, the ligament is present which joins both the bones. Both the bones, here also the ligament is there, here also the ligament is there, here also the ligament is there. Okay, here also the ligament is there. Okay, here also some bones are joined. So that material which joins the bones is called ligament. Our body possesses two types of joints. That is, one is movable, another one is fixed. Somewhere it is fixed, somewhere it is movable. Okay. Bones that are allowed movement through joints are called movable joints. That means the bones which are allowing for moving are called as movable joints. In that there are four types of movable joints. First one is hinge joint, gliding joint, ball and socket joint, and pivot joint are the four types of movable joints. Now we will study where these come. Where these four types will come. Hinge joint. Bones move in one direction only because the hinge joint, both elbows and both knees have hinge joints. There are many smaller hinge joints in the fingers and toes. That means these joints. See, this will move in this one direction only, not in the back. They will move in the one direction only, not in the back. So this is called as hinge joint. Our hand also, only like this, not like this, more than. See, like this only, not to this, beyond this. Okay, these are called hinge joints. These are called hinge joints. Both elbows and both knees, these elbows and knees. Okay, these are called the hinge joints. There are many smaller hinge joints in the fingers and the toes. That means in the fingers as well as in the leg, that is toes. Okay, fingers and the toes. Next, gliding joints. The joint is found between the small bones and wrist and ankles. The movement allows are simple gliding back and forth and sideways. Here, what we call it as, see, this is full movement. This is front as well as the back. Okay, front as well as the back. Don't move so much of back, it will break. Okay, so this is called as the gliding joint. Okay, ball and socket joint. They have one round end and one bone that fits into a small cup-like area of another bone. Here, the bone is like this and a ball shoots exactly to the bone. This is called as ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. This type of joint allows lot of movement in every direction. Our hips and shoulders have ball and socket joints. Hips as well as the shoulders have this ball and socket joint. For that reason only we will move easily like this. Okay, we will move our hands easily like this. Turn this hips also, turn this hips also like this up to here like this. Okay, we will bend them. Okay, so our hips and shoulders have this ball and socket joint. Pivot joints. The pivot joints is located between the first and the second vertebrae of the backbone. The skull has been connected to the first two vertebrae of the vertebral column with the help of a pivot joint. It allows the rotational movement from side to side like this. Okay, is located between the first and the second vertebrae of the backbone. Here the backbone to the skull. Okay, first two vertebrae of the vertebral column with the help of a pivot joint. Here it is pivot joint. See here they have given pivot joint. Okay, this is the pivot joint where the hinge joint, ball and socket joint and the gliding joints where they are present. Okay, it allows the rotational movement from side to side. It allows the rotational movement from side to side like this. That is the pivot joints. Next, come to the fixed joints. Fixed joints are in place and do not move at all. That means fixed. If you fix a board here, it can't move. The same way here, the bones are fixed. The bones of skull are joined together with the help of this joint called sutures. You already studied that these bones of the skull are, how many bones are there? I hope 6. How many bones? 6 bones. Okay, sorry, 8 flat bones. How many bones? 8 flat bones. So 8 bones are fixed together. 8 bones are fixed together, so they can't move. They can't move, so they are called as fixed joint. How many bones? 8 bones, except one. This one is moving. Okay, another 7 bones are joined together. Next, protection of bones. How we will protect the bones? Protect the skull bones and your brain by wearing a helmet while riding a two-wheeler. I already explained the last chapter also. Be sure to add wrist supports and elbow and knee pads while using the skateboard. Wear all the right equipment while playing football and hockey. Strengthen the skeleton by drinking milk and eating other dairy products like cheese, paneer, etc. They contain calcium, which helps bones gain strength. Exercise like running, jumping, dancing and playing supports also strengthen the bones. So this is about the protection of bones. Once again I will read and explain. Protect the skull bones and your brain by wearing a helmet while riding a two-wheeler. That means while you're going by a two-wheeler, wear the helmet to protect your skull. Okay, and also your brain. Be sure to avoid wrist support. Be sure to add wrist supports and elbow and knee pads while using the skateboard. That means while skating. While skating, use the knee pads. Okay, elbow pads, knee pads, elbow pads and wrist pads. Okay, everywhere for the protection with the, so many things are available. So use them while skating, while moving, everything, while cycling also. Okay, because if you fell, this will hurt. this bone will may get fracture. So for that reason only, while riding and while moving every time, you use the materials. Wear all the right equipments while playing football and hockey. While playing the football and hockey, because the ball are very strong. Okay, if they will hit somewhere, the bones will break. Okay, to protect that, wear all the safety equipments. Strengthen the skeleton by drinking milk and eating other dairy products like cheese, paneer, etc. They contain calcium, which helps bones gain strength. That means the dairy products, milk, paneer, okay, cheese, ghee, all these all contains the calcium. They all contains the calcium. So eat more to strengthen your bones. Exercise like running, jumping, dancing, and playing sports also strengthen the bones. Exercises. So for that reason only, we are making you to the mass PT, as well as doing some exercise in the morning at the prayer time. Okay, that makes your bones strong. That makes your bones strong. So do this exercise, that is running, jumping, dancing, and playing the sports also makes your bones strong. Okay, I hope you understand up to this. If you have doubt, I will clarify. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day. We will continue in the next class, the remaining lesson. Okay, please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.